Okay, we'll call this meeting to order. Stand for pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Make a motion to approve today's agenda.
Second that.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I'll make the motion for the minutes for July 21st.
I will second that.
All right. Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Meeting's attended.
We had a hazard mitigation meeting, our second one. We have identified not all of them, but the majority of the problems that would happen within the county: floods, tornadoes, high wind, hail, fire. And then our plan to take care of that if something like that happened. So we've got all that together. They're putting it in a big binder, and it will be presented to us here sometime this winter. And then those plans go out to the cities, local cities, as our roadmap in case something goes sideways. So we did get through all that finally. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but we got an email on a webinar for data centers. You got an RSVP. I think I'll be watching that. It's at 6:30 on August 4th. It is from some communities that have already got them in their area, and they're going to talk to you about what has happened to their community since getting them. So that'll be interesting information. And then I had a spicy email exchange with our state legislator Monday over our private well grant. Suffice to say, I stirred him up pretty good, I think. I reported that our funding had been cut. Actually, it hadn't been cut. Yes, we're getting less money. So in our eyes, I guess we felt we were getting cut, but we weren't. Any unused money out of this $2 to $2.5 million pot that goes around all the counties, any unused money in the past that hadn't been used gets rolled back into it. So they had a little reserve. Well, surprisingly enough, apparently all the water is going bad in Iowa, and that money's being used up. So, yeah, instead of $45,000 or $50,000 a year, they're down to 30. And I expressed my concern about that they know there's a water quality issue in Iowa, and that they should work harder on trying to figure that out. So I don't know if I made him mad enough he ain't gonna do it, or he's actually gonna do something, but we'll find out, I guess.
Maybe they need to push some appropriation for more
You would think.
money.
Well, I did see something on Facebook that somebody was patting themselves on the back on how they're gonna do more cancer research. They appropriated a bunch of millions of dollars for cancer research. Why don't we fix what we know is broken first?
Oh,
You know,
no.
the water's broken. Let's fix it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I did my hot stirring for the week.
Oh, I had a trip to transfer station, landfill, and solid waste. And we just kind of went over the annual report, the financials, and we're treading water. Went over the equipment purchases and repairs a little bit, and
Good new driver.
it was promising. He said he had several people to interview, like almost immediately, which surprised me. And I just talked to Joe this morning. The new driver was supposed to show up yesterday, never showed up,
Nice.
but they are getting it covered, she
Okay.
said, so.
All right, fair enough.
They were training somebody, so I don't know if that was the new driver or not, who they were training today or yesterday.
Is the job really that hard? Or is it just
No.
boring enough that
The one that left not a shock, but, yeah, we used to get 50, 60 applicants at secondary roads for a truck driving job, and the last time we had 4. So it's just.
It's like that all
it's
over now.
tough, and that's with benefits, and this doesn't really, I mean, it pays more than county, but there's really not benefits. So,
So that was basically, I guess, it just went over the financials.
Southeast Iowa Regional Planning meeting last Thursday. Pretty much business as usual down there. And some lively discussion with other supervisors on the upcoming evaluation cuts that each county is gonna be facing and how much money that's gonna be.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I didn't have another meeting last week, but, I did talk to Mike Morris, Randy, and he said the information he wants available online.
Okay, I was just getting ready to ask you if you brought that up,
Yes.
so whoever brought that, thank
He
you.
said you can go online and get,
I'll see if I can find it,
okay.
thank you.
Okay, any public want items put on next week's agenda or our next meeting's agenda?
Did we ever get nailed down on our electric, how it was panning out for us?
I've had several phone calls, direct phone calls with him. Susan and I have been kind of working on it in the background. The last thing he told me was that, Alliant, hers a REC. REC was really easy to work with, but Alliant wasn't. And that they weren't crediting us the correct amount, and he was working on it.
So are we gonna get some back credit?
Well, he kind of indicated we would, but we'll.
One of the things I will say I did is I watched that webinar on the property tax for my side.
Yeah,
Yeah, I watched it, too.
did it tell you anything new that we didn't already know?
No, just reinforced,
Yeah,
what we're gonna have to do, so.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm still pushing on it though, I'm not ignoring you. We're still working.
I could have missed the meetings
We're still
that
working.
maybe you reported on.
Was that over solar?
Solar, yeah.
I think Alliance easy to get along with.
It was one way or the other, and I can't remember which way.
Yeah, I think Alliance easier to get along with.
One of them was
Yeah.
really good, the other side was difficult. And that could be because we should be on REC out there, rural. So you're probably.
Not many people will tell me that.
I understand.
okay. Discussion possible action to award the bid for demolition of old jail. I received a call from Adam. He had a discussion with Muscatine Metals over their bid to make sure they understood the entire scope of the project. They do. And they're gonna do what we've asked them to do. And so would be my recommendation that with the low bid of $34,340 that we were good with Muscatine Metal.
I'll make a motion to go with Muscatine Metals for the bid of
340.
340 to demo the old jail.
I'm not seeing that anybody else has stepped up that seems to be interested in buying the building. I will second that.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Can I ask a question? Are you thought any more about having people go through it before you do that? Letting people do that, or?
We had a discussion earlier, possibly having Raymond maybe go through and catalog with some pictures.
I think he means the public.
The public's who I mean, yeah.
Public.
I don't have a problem going and opening it up for Saturday or Sunday for.
It just depends on when their start date is on this, whether we have time to.
They want to.
coordinate like that.
You may not have anybody, I don't know, but.
Or I don't have anybody that stayed there for any period of time.
Well, they might want to come back, for a reunion. I told you that before, have a reunion and serve bread and water,
Now you-
refreshments.
Now you realize there'll be a certain part of the public that thinks that we ramrodded this through. We had our meeting on a Wednesday and on a Tuesday, and somehow we were doing it behind closed doors. You know that, right? just be
We
prepared.
did announce it at the last.
I know that, I'm just telling you, that's what's gonna happen. We didn't even know the meeting was gonna happen, they just did it real quick.
And we'll, I guess we'll deal with that as it happens or when it happens, so. I have a motion to second on the floor, is there any further?
I think
discussion?
Jim had a question.
Well, some of it was covered with Raymond
Yeah.
documenting some stuff. You don't have an actual start date or anything.
We have to award it and then they'll give us a start date.
I'll call him today to ask.
I'll see Raymond tonight, I'll talk to him, and we'll get some pictures inside and out.
Susan, when you talk to them, if they've got, ask them what their plan is as far as anything coming to the transfer station. There shouldn't be a lot, because I think they're gonna, the plan is most, the concrete brick stuff is gonna go to the riverbank or somewhere like that, for,
Steel gets
yeah,
recycled.
so I don't think there'll be a lot, but we would like a heads up if
Mm.
they're bringing anything out there, and, it needs to be, bucket sized or smaller.
Now, they're gonna remove the foundation,
Yeah, they're
all of
supposed to
it,
take
Well,
not just backfill it.
Yeah,
That was the, in
That
the,
was in the
all right.
plan.
that sounds
Make sure.
good, yeah.
Adam's still gone, correct?
He will be here Friday.
So, no further discussion, I'd look for a vote.
Aye.
all right,
Opposed? Carried. Are there any other county employees that want to share information with us this morning? Nope.
I met, I don't know, you got some really golden early retirement plan for me?
You're old enough to retire.
Bronze level, maybe, I don't know.
Hope you can call retirement goal. So,
Keep wishing.
so. With that,
Motion
we
to-
entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
We are adjourned.
You realize you just did something that has been talked about probably for the last 20 years.